Garry Kelly. Your music, your station. Your music, your station. Galway Bay FM.
Well, you're very welcome back to the Art Show. Garry Kelly here with you on this Friday night. Now, there's a fantastic play that has certainly done the rounds all over the world, and it was in Galway, but it's making its comeback again. It is, of course, the Walworth Farce, and I'm delighted to be joined on the line now by actor Denis Conway. Denis, how you doing?
Hi, Gary. Well,
not too bad, thanks. This has been a very, very successful play put on by Druids, written by, of course, our own Enda Walsh. It's been around London, New York, it's at the Fringe Festival, and it's on its way back to Galway again. And you've been part of this fantastic journey of it.
It's been a roller coaster, really. We started in Galway back in 2006, and since then, as you say, we've been a few places, and I think the show has developed. It's probably better now than it was then, so it'll be interesting to go back to Galway and do it again there.
For those who haven't seen it, Denis, briefly, what is it about?
It's roughly about a man called Denis who has committed a crime, let's say. I don't want to give too much away. He's committed a crime in his native Cork, and he has to leave Cork and he goes to London. And then his two sons join him, and to try and explain away what has happened, he writes a play in the form of a farce. And they reenact this farce every day for years. And that's how they live. And on the particular day we see it, the farce is interrupted and it breaks down. So we find out the truth of the story. So it's both hilariously funny because of the farce and quite dark and sad.
Of all the places that you have put on the show, was there a certain interesting reaction that you might have gotten?
Well, they're all different. I mean, in Ireland, for example, we went to Cork with it, and I've never heard such laughter in my life. And they loved it. Galway was similar. Edinburgh was different, but, you know, people react to different things in a different way.
Yeah.
When the farce initially breaks down, Irish audiences tend to laugh a lot at the dark stuff, right?
Okay.
In England, for example, at the moment, they don't laugh at that at all.
Okay.
They laugh at the farce, and then they just go really quiet when it breaks down. So it's an interesting, and every night is very different, actually. So it keeps it alive for us as actors, you know.
You've had a big career as well, not only on stage but off stage as well in film and television. You're in feature films such as Garage, Tiger's Tail, Wind That Shakes the Barley, I Went Down, Alexander, Intermission. I mean, there's a huge list, even Michael Collins there.
I'm an old fella now, Gary. That's why.
I suppose the fact that you're doing a play at the moment, you'll tell me that you prefer theatre than film and television. Or do you like to kind of play both?
Yeah. I like to mix it, yeah. I mean, for example, a couple of years ago I did a television piece with T.G. Carr, and I say this because I'm talking to Galway now, in Dingle in Kerry, called The Running Mate. And I was down in Dingle for 2 months with my family, and I put my child into an all-Irish school down there, and it was fantastic, you know, and it worked out really well. So it depends on the gig, you know.
Interesting, Denis, how you say that you moved the family. I mean, it must be a very unusual lifestyle that one must live as an actor, and I suppose it would affect the surrounding members of the family as well.
Sometimes it works out really well, like the Dingle job. And sometimes, I mean, this job that I'm doing now, we've been in rep in London, which means that we work for a week and then we're off for a week. So that's been fantastic. I've been at home quite a bit. But then there's the other ones, like Alexander, the movie, took us away for nearly 6 months, you know?
Yeah.
And that's hard. That's hard, yeah.
How long does it take to, I suppose, even know if you're going to survive and to take a living out of it and survive?
Well, to be honest, Gary, I think you'd only do it if you have no choice. Do you know what I'm saying? You know, people would ask me a question, why are you an actor? And I'd say, because that's what I am.
Yeah.
I don't have any choice in it, really.
Yeah.
Because we have to live through the rough times as well. So if you're not completely and utterly committed, maybe you shouldn't be there at all, you know.
Well, ironically, that this play, The Walworth Farce, was first premiered in the Town Hall Theatre in Galway on the 20th of March 2006. Time has certainly flew since.
Certainly has, yeah.
Since then, and it's making a comeback now here in the Town Hall Theatre on the 3rd and 6th of December. It'll certainly be an interesting closure on a journey.
Yeah, and it has developed as well. I would like to think that it's better now than it was then, you know? I mean, it went down very well then, but we've all developed into the parts and stuff. And also, we have 2 new actors in the play. Mercy Ojalate plays Haley, and Tig Murphy now plays Sean. And ironically, Tig and myself and Garrett Lombard, who plays Blake, we've all worked together a number of times, and that 6-month journey in Alexander, all 3 of us were on that. So we did boot camp together, and we know each other really well. So I think we have a kind of a rapport that's very important in the play.
Listen, Denis, thanks a million for your time. I know so many people that have already seen the Walworth Farce, and if you haven't seen it, or if you certainly want to see a more polished and even a more improved version of it, it's going to be on at the Town Hall Theatre, Galway, on Wednesday the 3rd right up till Saturday the 6th of December, 8 o'clock every night. Tickets are already on sale, and you can get all the details by calling the Town Hall Theatre on 569 777. Denis Conway, thanks very much for your time.
My pleasure, Gary. Thank you. Bye-bye.